Hello and welcome to the Digital Electronic World Point Report. This is your hostess, Margarita. Many of you have seen many of my posts for the 2026 Watsonville Strawberry Festival. And I certainly expect that for those of you that attended, you enjoyed yourselves, and that on day 2, that you have noticed that this year's festival was just as pleasant as many other year festivals, and that for those that were not able to attend, you were able to find various recipes to still enjoy strawberries. If you haven't, then I have come up with a very unique way and presentation for a refreshing amuse-bouche. It's a palate cleanser. So I'm going to show you how to make this. And it's very efficient in the kitchen. It doesn't take long to prepare. It is going to require several ingredients: fresh strawberries and your favorite ice cream or sorbet or gelato. Now what I chose today is Palate, and it is a strawberry shortcake. You also can find a Haagen-Dazs strawberry shortcake or Marianne's strawberry shortcake or any other variety. But it does require fresh strawberries in order for it to have the full effect. Now, where do you find fresh strawberries? At your local farmer's market or grocery store. Now, the one thing about strawberries you want to know is you don't want to wash the entire container of strawberries and then put it in the refrigerator and expect that it's going to stay there nice and fresh for an entire week. They actually should only be washed as you're going to eat them or prepare them, because they're very fragile. And so in this instance, the example I'm going to show you, which does make for 2 servings, does only require 2 strawberries. So it's very much just a small portion. It's a snack. That's why I said it's a amuse-bouche. It's just a very just like an in-between snack. And if you want a full meal, well, then that's a different recipe. What you're going to want to do also is find pre-prepared phyllo shells. Now, if you want to do these yourself, then you want to buy the phyllo dough and then prepare it, but you need the containers to be able to put these in the oven, and that requires a little more preparation. So this is why I wanted to make it as simple as possible for you. Then you want to wash your strawberries. The way that I wash my strawberries and fruits and vegetables is I usually put them in a tub or in a container, and in the water per gallon I put a cap full of vinegar, distilled vinegar. For 10 minutes, I put that to soak every vegetable, whichever combination of vegetable or leafy green or fruit. That's just something that I've gotten used to, but this is not a USDA recommendation. I want to let you know that. I want to preface it. But it is something that I have done for decades. And after you have let that soak for 10 minutes, you rinse it, and then you thoroughly rinse it again, and then you prepare your meal. So I've already done that with these strawberries, and then I diced them ever so slightly, and you can see these are the remaining ones. But what I ended up doing is just using a very small scooping of ice cream, and I put that in the phyllo dough cup, which was right here. And then I put my strawberries on top, and depending on the person that you're giving this to, they may or may not want sprinkles. The sprinkles that I used in this particular one that I'm showing you is the brand Wilton, established 1929. And then I also added caramel. A caramel, the brand is Jordan's Skinny Mixes. which is a zero sugar edition. And that's it. And so I wanted to share this recipe with you because even as you're enjoying this, you realize, oh my goodness, that was just so light and enjoyable. Now, if you find that you don't want to use caramel, this particular caramel edition is a sweet and salty. You can also use, instead as a substitute for that, Nutella. And what I find with Nutella or nocciolara is they begin to change consistency in a cold temperature. So you can use Nutella as well, or in replacement of. But remember, your containers are extremely small. So you can't put too much unless, of course, you're going to stack that layer upon layer, and then that just becomes a really fun adventure. Enjoy! From the Digital Electronic World Point Report, this is Margarita.